Varian with Truba. I'm here this morning on Friday, June the 8th, to show you how we pick news articles for the Daily Snap. So the idea is to sort of pull the curtain and show you just how arbitrary it is to select news articles for a newsletter or any sort of publication. Here we have our internal tool that we built for our first product, OpenReg. And what it does, it gathers news articles from millions of different news sources, and it ranks them by which articles are most shared on different social media platforms. We have Facebook, Reddit, and LinkedIn as the different social media platforms for the time being. We have a search bar here where we can enter whatever we want if we want specific news, but I like to keep it empty, so we have broad news. As a sentiment, so this is sort of like what kind of language is in the text. I'm keeping it neutral, so there's just a neutral kind of language in the text versus a positive language in the text or a negative one. I'm going to ask for 20 news articles in the per search. All right, so I'm going to search for Facebook articles. So this is a news article that's been in the news for the past week, so it's nothing new really. There's no point in sharing it now. This made it to Daily Snap, I think, 2 days ago on Wednesday. This is also old news. This isn't the most impressive things. Unseated upsets Jim. So as again, our target demographic is North America for the time being. So Indian politics aren't really going to make the cut that often. If there's something interesting about India, for sure it'll get shared, but if it's politics, I don't tend to put it. This is also old news. It doesn't seem that interesting to me. I tend to avoid Trump, just a general rule of thumb, because otherwise you'd see Trump in the news every day. And I like to try and keep the news as diverse as possible. I think this is more Filipino. It's very Filipino, but it seems to be about Big Brother. So yeah, this made it to Daily Snap a couple days ago as well. Oh, what's this? New Ireland goes from waiting tables to owning a cosmetic empire. Sorry if I don't read it out loud. It's just I read a lot faster than I'm able to read it out loud. But let's just look at the story. I mean, why not? That's a good pick-me-up story, you know. Believe in your dreams. Anything can happen. So let's just save the image. And then I'll just go here. And I'll select the title. Paste. This is MailChimp. This is sending the new daily newsletters with a MailChimp. I have a template already made, so I just need to copy paste the info in there. Okay, this is a source. So if people want to go read the articles themselves, link them to the people who went through the trouble of writing the news. And I'll get to placing images later, so I'm not going to make you watch that. Kenny Rogers re-record Danger Zone for Top Gun 2. I'm a big Archer fan, so the Danger Zone. Definitely probably going to make it to a Daily Snap, because I have a bunch of friends who are going to find Kenny Loggins re-recording Danger Zone pretty funny. I don't think I even need to read the news article. Just the title is funny enough to make it to the Daily Snap, so I'm just going to go ahead. go ahead and put that there for the Top Gun lovers. That's my brother's girlfriend is a big Top Gun / Tom Cruise fan, so she's going to be happy with this one for sure. Just post the link to it. Put the link in what will be the image. There we go. Squirrel gulps down water from a tourist bottle. It's been done. Salad cream to be renamed sandwich cream. Sandwich cream. That just sounds gross. Vesti Waves blog? Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. That sounds weird. 7-month-old Emma Grace Kennedy found safe. Seems very specific to Kennedy. Chatham, VA. Yeah, I mean it's interesting, but I don't think everyone's gonna relate to it. It seems like a small town. So on Reddit. Always love what comes up on Reddit. It wasn't copyrighted for a Trump. Another Trump article. I'm gonna skip that. Al Pacino joins Quentin Tarantino in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, that's cool. I'm a big Al Pacino fan, big Quentin fan. But I feel like entertainment news is so well covered, and people have very specific tastes in entertainment. So I try not to dive too much into that. Try to give people just a bit more general, broader news than the entertainment industry. As Al wrote down, the local Etowah County Sheriff. The very local specific news seems less interesting. Calls the network a destructive propaganda machine. I tend to stick away from just general negative comments about one news channel or another, no matter how I feel about that news channel, because I'm trying to keep a sort of a neutral news sharing through the Daily Snap. I'm not trying to be necessarily pro-left or pro-right or pro-certain media outlets. Sometimes I'll put a Fox News article in there if I read through it and I see there's legitimate news in there that's worth sharing. So I'm not even going to read this to figure out if it's true or not. I'm just going to go past it because you often see articles like this bashing Fox or bashing some left-wing news source like Think Progress or something like that. So we'll just skip them for now. World Bank warns Trump level of tariffs could be trigger 2008 level financial crisis. Just more Trump stuff, even though that is pretty scary. Fox News apologizes for using unrelated footage of Philadelphia Eagles kneeling during White House coverage. See, another criticism of Fox News, although that is pretty funny. Okay, well, I mean, that's sort of sad, but whatever. I'm gonna skip that. Hiring independent witnesses, Russia investigation to destroy evidence. More Trump stuff. Oops. So I lost my page there. Purity of cocaine in Europe at highest level in decade. That's news. You can always find quality news at The Guardian. I know it's a more left-wing source, but like, how many times are you going to find people actually reporting on this sort of stuff? Number of people seeking treatment for using drugs on the rise. Damn. Cannabis, lifetime usage. Well, that's most people. Oh no, millions, not percentage. Percentage is still pretty high. Just within the first like 4 paragraphs, this is super interesting. So I'm just gonna put it in. So I'm gonna copy this. Oh, I should copy the title. And then Guardian. care of the images later. Apple revises Apple Store rules and valves game streaming. This is old news. This is not new anymore. Session in which immigrant babies and toddlers are being separated from their families that boarded. Made that the Trump administration was separated immigrant infants and toddlers from their families that claimed that it's their parents' fault for bringing it. Most are teenagers, although we do have a number of younger ones too, more than we've seen recently. That's not precise. Owners found that there were more than 500 children, 300 stay on in 72 hours. Yeah, it could just be one toddler. It's like 3 toddlers. Not that that shouldn't mean anything, but I think this is intentionally worded to make it sound worse than it might actually be. And you could like think progress is very biased to the left, like the same way Fox News is biased to the right. So if it seemed like a more neutral stance, I might even read that, but I'm gonna skip it for now. Just more Trump stuff. Trump. Opinion voters really want to check on. More Trump stuff. Iowa student killed after being deported to Mexico. A high school student was killed 3 weeks after he was deported to the country. It's just one guy. The country he left was 3 years old. Oh, that's kind of sad. Immigration, customer, his mother. I mean, it could be a coincidence. He also served jail time during under the influence, which apparently disqualified him from continuing to register reported. I mean, it's not descriptive to me enough to even look into. This made it to the Daily Snap in the past. Let's just look at LinkedIn. LinkedIn, the ranking of the shares doesn't work very well, so this made it to Daily Snap before. So sometimes the ranking of the sharing doesn't work very well with LinkedIn, so the articles are much more random, but sometimes you'll find a gem. We already know. We know the Capitals are going to win. Like, I love how far the Vegas Knights have come, but we know the Capitals are going to win. Queen's Face previews, E-form, anti-generation, cardiac disease, Mendez, human farm center and higher producers weigh in farm bill and crop insurance. That looks interesting. Oh, I gotta accept the cookie stuff. Okay, I'll probably read this tomorrow. Thanks agreements to acquire Dunbar and farm. You know what? I'll see if I can read this now. This is interesting. I think farming is cool. I think most people think that. I'll put that in there. It's a good one. Decision PR Newswire is a very good news source. Just generally a good place to find cutting edge news. It's all about fast stuff. All right, well, let's check Reddit with a positive sentiment. Let's see what comes up there. I believe it's essential U.S. available leader in space. I'm not surprised. Is that news? I don't think so. More Trump, Castlevania Season 3 on Netflix Entertainment. Dinosaurs where Jurassic Park got it wrong. Yeah, but I mean, we know so little about dinosaurs. Like, how could we even say what we got wrong? Trump, nah. The coolest gaming monitor features front monitors, controllers, Disney Cast, Milan, love interest, not WC. Everything stoned out of my mind made me a monster marathon runner. What? Okay, I'm a big running fan, and so is my dad and quite a few people I know. Okay, this is long. This is long format. I like this when it's done. This is written by like a writer, not really a journalist per se, but this is good. You know, I just want to read this. Uh, 420 games. What? You know what? I'm gonna end up reading this, so I might as well put it in a day's slap. I'm pretty sure other people will end up reading it too. You know, I don't know if it's good or yet not, but I just gotta get this out. So I'm gonna do it as soon as I can for the 9 a.m. press. Where am I? Boom. I woke up at 7:30 this morning, and by the time I get to work to get on this, just means I don't have the time to read everything fully. But yeah, that's it. That's how I selected the news articles for the Daily Snap. I'm going to put the photos in there and send them, and then you should see most of these articles there. And what I'm going to maybe do in the future, if there's enough comments and appreciation of this kind of video, I'm going to try and live stream future news selecting. So you can see the daily news with us and then make suggestions and say, hey, this is, I think you should do this. I think you should choose that one. I think you should choose this one. Comments would be, and feedback would be appreciated because for the time being, it is just one person, myself, picking the news articles. Which I think is really cool, and we have an 80% open rate so far, so other people seem to be enjoying it too. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for your time, and see you next time. Hopefully, maybe. All right, bye.